let's get to it. A's game yesterday. Jason and Chris are there, sitting together. They're on Kiss Cam. They're holding hands. They're eating popcorn, the whole thing, watching the game.
Drinking $18 beers.
$18 beers. So they have the big head races with Ack and Raleigh. And who's the other one? Ricky,
yeah.
R.I.P. And they choose something I didn't know because I haven't been to a game. They choose fans to be in the costumes. And Chris was chosen to be one of the players.
Ricky.
Which, by the way, apologies to Raleigh, friend of the show, and Eck, who was great. That would be that would be my number one pick.
Yeah, there's a little pressure if you're Ricky.
A little bit, because Ricky Henderson, not slow.
Yeah.
How did he get picked?
Well, there's story to come on that.
Okay, we'll leave that. So please to walk me through from sitting down in your seat or wherever you were to, and they're off, and then we'll play the video. Chris, did you go into an ante room to get in? Not to spoil it for kids, but those aren't really Ricky acting. Right, yeah, sorry. Did you go to put on the outfit? Is it a whole outfit or is it just the head?
It's just the head.
Okay.
You see his legs.
Okay. Yeah. And does the head?
Well, the head brings like everything down.
Okay. And is there a strap or something to keep it on, or is it just stays on?
It's kind of like when you're on a inner tube and they've got like the two handles.
You hold the handles. Were you able to see clearly through it? Obviously,
no.
Your peripheral vision isn't great, but can you?
You got an idea of where you're going.
He ran into the stands.
Okay. And you're running around the perimeter, I'm assuming, of
outfield track.
Just the outfield track. Okay. All right. So one side of the outfield track to the other.
It's like to the center field.
Oh, I got you. Okay. It's not the whole thing. Okay. Now, before we play this clip, which we're going to do here right now, Chris, is it a giveaway if you were to share with me, because I'm looking right at you, why you are laughing incredibly hard? It's probably a spoiler.
Yeah.
Okay. Without further ado, YouTube, pay attention. Is there audio?
Yes, there is.
Just okay. Chris Verlod running the race at last night's game.
You stupid.
Don't.
Yeah, it never happened.
You gonna say anything?
Give me a second.
You want the backstory?
Yeah.
I'll start it right away.
Mm-hmm.
This really got away from us.
Yes, it really did.
This was not what any of us was expecting.
No. 5:17 a.m. this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Text from Chris. You were at the A's game? I didn't see you yesterday. And I went, when I got here, I was like, what's that about? And then he's like, did you see the rundown? And there's two different spots in the rundown where you reference me and Chris being at the game.
I thought you guys were on the game yesterday.
Where did that come from?
My brain.
Okay. So then Chris like, let's have some fun with this.
Didn't you guys ever go to the game together?
We did like
a month ago.
Why did I feel like you guys went to the game?
I have no idea.
We have no clue.
Did I maybe mix that up with that Scott Marsh went? And I just
probably
maybe
that had to be it.
Yeah, because
I guess you see me and Jose as the same person, huh?
We never said anything about going to the game. And then
so
then it went from let's have some fun with it to this got out of control.
So when Jason threw it to me, I was like, oh, we're on a Kiss Cam. Like, I'm thinking that will be it.
All right, let me stop you guys. So what I just want to, we're going to do a walkthrough.
Sorry to the audience. I'm sorry.
So
but this was kind of worth it on our end.
So we're pranking Dave because Dave did a silly and mixed up you guys going to the game, which is incredibly understandable. And was there any other than let's have fun with him?
That was the only plan.
So there was no plan.
So we were improving. Kiss Cam was a great idea for whatever reason in my mind.
If you could have seen my face when Jason added to it, I'm like,
yeah,
No.
So
Well,
the whole
because he
thing,
says, let's have fun with it.
Right.
I think, and I went back to my office. I go, oh, you know what? I'm going to put Chris in the Legends race. In my mind, I'll do this somehow.
so you both had separate ideas.
We didn't even talk
Okay,
about it.
communicate
Let's have.
to each
He
other.
says kiss cam, and I'm like, no.
I said, let's just go with it.
And I said, no. It was even better. Chris was in, and then you lit up, and I'm like, oh boy. And then I didn't say no, and then we just kind of kept going, and then we have the video. Yeah.
because you realize that everything that you like when you were like, it's a spoiler. Everything you guys said that communicated your true discomfort with it getting away with you could also be interpreted by me as excitement and oh my god, this is the most amazing
It
thing
got
ever.
too far away.
Yes.
We didn't know what to do. It was like, do we stop it right at 6:20, whenever it was, or? And then, like, even going into the last segment, we were into something pretty good. I go, good, he's not even going to tease it. And then you're like, you tease it. I'm like, oh no.
And then when you started with Tibbs, I'm like, okay, he forgot about it. We're not doing it.
There was no okay. Also, I think maybe last question. Was there any part with either of you that could possibly be surprised as to how excited I would be about any of this and how far I would want to take it? Because it would be so amazing. Did my excitement surprise you?
I think I could have, if I could rewind it, I would have been like, Chris was in the, really? No, he wasn't. We didn't go to the game. That's probably what I should have done.
What we should have done.
But it was like, you were level 10, and then it just.
I think I actually said this might be one of the best days of my life.
You did.
The plan was I was trying to find video of a race
that
in
would've been
Sacramento
really good.
that I couldn't find.
And then he just went with that. Does everybody hate us?
No,
Oh.
they like you a lot and think it's funny.
No, it just, oh boy.
I gotta look. Number one.
I mean, you have a lot of stuff in here about us being at the game. I'm like, where did this come from?
I thought you were at the game.
Yeah, which, I mean, I go a lot, and I was not
thought
going.
for some reason, like the two of you, you'd mentioned that you guys would be at the game. And somehow that
Like
happened.
the
in my
weird
brain.
thing was after the show, for some reason, I asked Jason, I'm like, oh, you going to the game?
I said, oh, not today. And then when Chris sent that, here's my interpretation of what he first sent, because I didn't even comment. I was driving here and I saw it. I went, I thought his joke was going to be, I was going to say, no, I didn't go. And then I thought he was going to be like, yeah, no one else did. Something along the lines of attendance is what I thought his point was.
Sure.
And then he's like, yeah, did you see the rundown where Dave has us both at the game? I'm like, what? And then his line was, let's have fun with it. And that's all we said. Okay.
Right.
And then I came up with the race. He had kiss cam, independent of one another. And then it got away from us 100%.
And I think it's amazing.
We improved and we got
that
too
like
far.
the improv happened and like every day. So we'll have this chat next to me, the YouTube chat, right? And I see like guys like MC and Cam, like all our regulars come on and they're always like, Jason Ross is the best. Jason's the best human. Jason's the great. It's just Jason. And even Chris, who is notedly, like we all know this, is a horrible person. But his initial volley into the prank was like kiss cam, and then oh LOL, we didn't go. And then you grabbed the ball, the baton.
In my mind, I'm like, Legends race would be hilarious.
And you
but
took me straight to the third circle.
I
of
should
hell.
have just ended it.
And then both of you kept it going.
And we came out heroic
for an hour and a half. Well, I was so. My daughter graduates Friday. And I honestly don't know which I was more excited for.
If we told you the video would be available during her graduation, you would have missed the graduation.
I think I would have.
Well, that's what you get for saying Chris Jericho was going to be a guest on our show.
Well, I'll say two things. Number one, I have to tip the cap.
No, it got way too far away.
I have to tip the. You guys had to have the idea. I'm the one that thought you guys were going. You, but that's almost even better. You didn't plan it out and you rolled with it. That's chemistry. You rolled with it. You kept it going.
Think about the last line of question you were just asking Chris. So take me through. And then you're like, hey, and he's like, there's two.
You can't see me, Jason. Like
his shoulders or he's
my
laughing. He's doing
face is in my hands.
And so while I'm watching that, and which is why I asked the question. By the way, I know we're late and I don't care.
He said there.
That's why notice he waited 6 minutes to tell me it's time to break because he knows exactly what I'm going to say. I don't care.
In there.
He said it was stinky in there. He said he had handles.
Yeah.
He said that he could barely see. He
went with it.
He said that the story of how he was picked to do it would we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
And now in retrospect, he was laughing not at the race, but in anticipation of knowing that this was about to pay off and I was going to be sad. But while he was laughing, do you know what I was thinking, Chris? I was thinking you were laughing so hard and you were doing this, which, by the way, could be mistaken as embarrassment.
I was very embarrassed.
Because I thought, honestly, you want to know what I thought? I thought you fell. And I was so much more excited to watch Chris Verlod do the little big head races and fall on his face.
Should my punishment be that I have to do? We figure out how to do that.
Already thought of that.
That we already do. What's the punishment?
I'm calling the River Cats today, and now he's going to run the damn race. Number one.
Oh, my hamstring.
Number two, I hope so. Number two, like I said, props. I have to respect it. It was a well-executed prank, even if you're the butt of the joke. And in this case, the ass of the joke. You have to respect that, number one. And number two, as we go to break.
Sorry, everybody.
What is the line at the, it's a long, long thing that is something in a far, far better rest than I've ever, like the end of Tale of Two Cities. Sidney Carton or whatever, right before he's getting his head chopped off. You know what? I'll go to a better one. I'll go to Maximus Decimus Meridius. I shall have my revenge in this life or the next. I shall have my revenge, but this is nowhere near the Jericho thing.
Well, that took longer.
As the great New York philosopher said right around 1946, I hope you know this. This means war. Bugs Bunny. We'll take a break.
Wabbit season.
When we come back, I don't care.
We will have the video.
Yeah, I'll show you guys a video during the break of something I did yesterday. We'll get to all that right now.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.